playing schedule is about as varied as you can get. He plays gigs at universities and colleges, sure, but then he goes to the aisleways of Shoppers Drug Mart. Tomorrow night, Mike has a show at St. Clair College. This afternoon, he joins me in the studio. Hello, Mike.
Hi, Bob. Thanks for having me.
You got to tell me about Shoppers Drug Mart. What are you doing at Shoppers Drug Mart?
Well, I'm going to Kitchener September 24th, and in a small town, I believe, called Ira Needles. They have a Shoppers Drug Mart there, and it's a one-year anniversary there. So I got invited to play there, and at the same time, it'll be filmed by a Rogers cable TV show called Eye on Music.
Really? Mm-hmm. And they're doing it at Shoppers Drug Mart.
Yeah.
I've seen bands play in grocery stores and stuff like that, like chamber quartets, but it must be an awfully unusual... You haven't done it before.
It's not in Shoppers. It's kind of like Chapters. Chapters is the same type of thing. In Shoppers, they have these events and charities, and sometimes they bring people to perform that too. So
yeah. Just, it's kind of odd, though. I mean, you got to
my first time, I know.
I mean, it's an unusual kind of audience. You know, you might get stopped and say, "Can you tell me where
It's a 3-hour thing too. So
really,
yeah,
a number of sets in the 3 hours.
I'll be playing, I believe, from 1 o'clock and then till 4. So.
Yeah. All right. So if anybody's up in that area, Ira Needles,
exactly,
needs what? Some nail polish removers? Drop into Shoppers Drug Mart and catch Mike. Let's go back though. Starting at 11 years old, what brought you to the guitar?
It's always been in my family, my dad's side of the family, and I've always been around it. My grandpa plays it, my dad, cousins. So I just decided by age 11 that I wanted a guitar. My parents got one for me, and you never know really how well you're going to turn out with an instrument, but I kept on going with it.
Yeah, did they make you take lessons?
Yeah, I wanted to take lessons. I took it for about 4 years, and then I stopped, and then I kind of did my own thing.
Yeah, I know. I think it's good to get the basics, right? Yeah. And then that gives you the framework to launch off into your own stuff, right? So the musical family, other musical influences?
This interesting to say, I don't listen heavily to music, really. When growing up, actually, Green Day, a lot of Green Day, and Goo Goo Dolls, Lifehouse,
right,
and bands
you were
like
growing up during that era, of course.
Yeah,
it influenced you. And then how did the songwriting begin? You just thought time?
I was 16, and most of the songs, I guess, that are around are about relationships. So when I was 16, I met this girl. She moved away. I wrote a song. So
that's how it always begins, isn't it?
That's how it began.
And you poured your heart out into that song, I'll bet.
Yes, I did.
And does it embarrass you to listen to it today?
I haven't listened to it in a while, actually,
really?
But probably it would.
Because those young angst-filled lyrics.
Yeah,
right?
And the songwriting, it changed too. So
of course, it grows over the years.
Exactly.
I'm not asking you how old you are now, but you were 16 when you started, so you've been writing for a few years.
I started playing guitar age 11, so it's been 14 years now.
And what about getting out on the road? And I'm going to get back to the gig thing again, because I looked at your lineup. You've got a pretty varied schedule. Yeah.
Anywhere from Windsor here. Recently, I came from Serbia. I played a show there. Near Belgrade. It was very fun. Great reaction there.
I want to ask you about that, but you've just... why a trip to Serbia?
I have family there too, but at the same time, I wanted to, my album came out not too long ago, so I wanted to promote it, and I booked some shows there, and it was a great reaction there, and I wish I could go back right now, but I plan to go back next summer. Other than that, anywhere from Serbia to... Shoppers Drug Mart.
Yes, and colleges and
universities. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're out on your own, right? You do this on your own? Are you a solo player when you go out?
Yeah, for live shows, depending on the show, I may want to have a live band, but for the most part, just solo.
Yeah. A lonely existence for you?
I'm kind of used to it.
And you're traveling, you're on the road by yourself.
Yeah.
Hotel room after the gig by yourself. Breakfast by yourself.
It'll get a lot busier soon. Starting in September to December, I'm planning to go through 8 cities, about 20 shows.
Wow.
So it'll be solo gigs too.
You'll be very busy.
Yeah.
Back to the Serbia show, though. You went over, you have family over there. Were you singing in, what would you be singing in?
Well, in English. It was my songs that I was singing. Basically what happened was I booked a show at a place called Club Underground, and they promoted it like any other show. They had flyers of me, and they knew I was coming to play my songs and my album. So I played everything, that was on my album, and I sold CDs there. And before I left, some people I didn't get a chance to get them. I left 20 signed CDs, and forever, whoever wants to take one.
And they did respond.
Yes, they responded very well.
A lot of English-speaking kids over there? I mean,
the youth, yeah. They know English.
They know. So they were able to obviously identify with the songs. They knew what you were singing.
Yeah, like some people came up to me and they said, a specific song. They said, "Oh, I really liked what you were talking about in this song. I really love the song," and they told me why, and I was very surprised.
Wow!
But it was a good feeling.
Yeah. So tell me about the songs on The World You Know. That's your debut album.
Yeah, it's about just relationships and going through loss at the same time with family members. So just inspiration. That was the inspiration that made me write this album.
And of course, we are going to play a cut from that album now, and it is called Right Now.
That's correct.
And of course, that one is about loss.
Yes, it is. It was about my mom. She was battling cancer a few years ago, so I wrote a song for her. And I have a music video out for that song, directed by Gavin Michael Booth, here from Windsor.
The hardest working film guy in town.
Yeah, so we did that a couple months back, and
I saw it.
I'm very glad how it turned out.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, basically the theme is, there's a homeless fellow sitting on the street, and a number of things occur around him, and he's underneath his dirty trench coat and dirty clothes. He is a superhero in his mind, perhaps.
Yeah.
But he does prevent, a number of, or helps.
He tries to help as much as he can because no one pays attention to him. So we try to make the storyline basically, you can overcome anything you want to if you have the will and the faith. So.
Very good. Now, you got a show tomorrow night at St. Clair College.
Tomorrow morning, actually.
Tomorrow morning?
Yeah. They have orientation week, so I'm playing tomorrow at St. Clair in Windsor, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Very good. All right. Well, good luck with that show.
Thank you.
Good luck with your dates coming up, too, when you get out on the road. And,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, your big tour. Mike, we're going to play that song right now. This is Mike Cerveni, and the song is called Right Now.
Right now, I can save you.